Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about meal planning and grocery shopping from your meal plan. This is the form that I use, and it was just a form I created in Word. They had a template on there and I just arranged it to suit my needs. I only plan 2 meals because I do intermittent fasting. So that means I'm planning lunch and supper. Now, meal 1 is really not for myself because I'm at work. It's for my husband, who comes home at lunchtime. And this lets him know what he needs to eat. Does he always stick to it? No, he doesn't. I would say 90% of the time he does. And it is important that he follow what we're eating because it'll affect the nighttime meal. We practice a healthy ketogenic diet, so what he eats in the first meal does affect what he eats at the second meal. If he eats something higher in carbs, I may have to make a switch for our evening meal. Now, I cannot remember the last time that I didn't flip-flop a day between the two or substitute something out. I do that. You know, this is just a guideline, a kind of a game plan, but, you know, it changes depending on what happens with work. Maybe I get home from work late one day and I'm tired, so I want to make something super easy. Or maybe I forgot to thaw out the meat and I just need to make something super easy. Maybe my granddaughters are there and I want to make something they like. Or maybe I'm just not hungry for that. So I do make changes, but I would say usually it's only maybe one meal. I might flip-flop or throw something else in. My meals I plan are pretty simple. They're a protein, a vegetable, and usually a salad. You know, it's not rocket science. On this week I have a shrimp salad that was just a lettuce bowl with veggies in it and some big plump shrimp on top. Chicken thighs, salad, and asparagus. So I love to make the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. That'll be on the grill, easy cleanup. I'll cook my asparagus on the grill also, and I always have romaine lettuce and baby spinach mixed in. I always have that on hand. We have down a turkey bacon sandwich. I love this Hormel bacon. It's a jalapeno bacon black label by Hormel, and it just really, really tastes good. And it just, to me, it's a game changer when you put it in a salad or on a sandwich or in an egg wrap. It's just really good. Then we have a burger, salad, and a veggie. Pretty explainable. Steak wrap. Cook some steak on the grill, chop it up, put it in a wrap with some cheese, a little bit of dressing, lettuce, and we're good to go. And then the burger brats and coleslaw. Pretty easy. So that's pretty much what we do. And then I have other meals like tacos, taco salad, pizza. I make a ketogenic pizza that I make in there. We also sometimes will have an omelet or an egg wrap. So I'll just keep mixing those same 8-9 meals and switch them around. You know, every now and then I throw in something special, like you'll notice this Sunday is not focusing. I had fried chicken. We only had one meal and we had fried chicken. And we went to church, got home. It was probably 2:30 by the time we ate. And that's what we ate that night. So that was our meal for the day. It was not a ketogenic meal, but that's okay. So that is the way that we do it. I print this, put it on the refrigerator. In the morning before I leave for work, I look to see if I need to take anything out of the freezer to thaw. Sometimes I do that before I go to bed the night before, but I usually do that in the mornings. And I also look to see if there's something I need to pick up. I like to have fresh veggies, and I like to have fresh deli meat if we're using that for something, and so I will stop midweek and pick that up. But I try to do my grocery shopping on the weekend. After I write out my list, I make out my grocery list from this, and I pretty much stick to it. My grocery list has my normal staples on there. Eggs, which I buy eggs every single week because we eat a lot of hard-boiled eggs, and we make a lot of eggs. Eggs, coffee creamer, lettuce, and you know, there's a few peanut butter. Those are are a few things that are always on my list. So I have that on my list, and then I add into it what I need for the special recipes. And it's working well for me. Now here's where I want to make a little detour, and I want to give you an idea that I can't take credit for. My daughter was telling me about it, and I wanted to share it with you. She is a mom with a toddler and a baby that was just born in February. So she's busy, and going to the grocery store, it's an ordeal. You know, having a toddler and the baby seat, you know, that takes up a whole cart right there. So you almost have to be able to have two carts, somebody else with you. So, which, you know, she has a great husband, so they can do that. But for time-wise, you know, that's one thing that she can cut out. So she was trying to do the online ordering at Walmart and do the pickup. Just say they have a super Walmart, you know, put in her order and go pick it up. But she says she was finding that she was forgetting things and needing things, and she was getting a little frustrated. So what she started doing is she doesn't have, you know, even a half an hour at a time to sit down and meal plan for the week. And she likes to think things out. And she actually likes to grab a recipe book and come up with, try something different. You know, she likes to do that. So she will just jot down a meal here or there on her planner as she's going about the week until she gets her 4 or 5 meals. And then she makes her grocery list. She goes on Walmart.com and makes her grocery list off of those meals. But she puts this in by Thursday evening, but she puts it in for a Sunday pickup, because she said when she was figuring out the order and submitting it, she was right away realizing, oh, I need milk, or oh, I need this, I need that. And so she did it on Thursday for a Sunday pickup, and then that gave her time to add in the different things that popped up over the next day or two that she thought about. And right now that's working out really well for her. So maybe that's something that you want to try. Doesn't have to be those dates, doesn't even have to be Walmart, it could be your Hy-Vee or whatever grocery store that you, I know Hy-Vee does do an online ordering. They will even do delivery if it's over a certain amount. So maybe fill it out, but make it a couple days ahead, and then you can add to it. Because I think she said at the Walmart one, you can add items up until 8 hours before delivery. So it's working well for her. It might be something for you to try, especially if you're a mom with young children and you're having trouble getting out and going to the store. So that is what we do. It does help us stick to it. You know, you have to have a plan. I know it's a cliche, you know, failure to plan is planning to fail. It's not rocket science. I didn't invent it, but it's so true. When I have things written out of what I need to do, it makes it so much easier to stay on track. So that is what I do. And like I said, we eat our meals usually between 12:30 and 6:30, 2 meals. I try to come up with it every weekend, put it on the refrigerator, try to stick to it, and I find that the weeks that we stick to it, those are the weeks that I want to call successful. Now, like I said, we don't always stick to it, and we just went on vacation. We were on a cruise, and we did not eat healthy. We did not practice intermittent fasting. Obviously, I didn't have to plan because they did all the planning for me. But the minute we got back home, we went right back onto it, and I can honestly say that within a week, we both had dropped all the weight that we gained. So just getting back on it, you know, that's what you do, you know. It's just in Word, and you can click on it and make it your own, or you can just design your own, or it can just be written on a piece of paper. I've done that in the past also. And if you have any questions, please put them below, and I will do my best to answer them. If I can't answer them, I'll try to find the answer for you. Like I said, this isn't rocket science. It's just taking a few minutes and planning. It's much easier now than it was when I began, because I do repeat the same meals over and over again. So, I mean, it's not that I just bring it up and reprint it. I switch it around and I rotate the meals in and out. So anyway, have a wonderful week, and I will do my best to get a video up once a week. That's my goal. So you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.